Let's take a look at Evelyn today, so you can decide if she's worth it for you. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kit the 7th, and I'll be your host today. We are approaching the release of Evelyn in Zinland Zone Zero, and many players have already gotten to try her in the story. And now I think it's the perfect time to go over her to see what she can really do. So today we're going to break down her abilities one by one, go over all the possible teams you can make, and look over the options for her W engines and drive disc. But quickly, a huge shout out to Fish for their help through the process, and thank you to BB Penguins for the gameplay footage you'll see today. But follow along with the timestamps below, and let's get started. First, let's look at her basic attacks. Razor Wire. She will do a 5-hit attack sequence dealing a mix of physical and fire damage, and during these hits she will gain Burning Embers, and these are what's tied to her meter below her portrait, and once the meter is halfway full, you may hold the basic attack and gain a Burning Tether point. Once you have 3 points total, you may then hold your basic attack again and do a chain attack. Also, on the 5th hit of her basic attack, she will bind the primary target and enter the binding seal state, and this state will be very crucial to her gameplay. For her special attack, Locked Position, she will pull the enemy in and kick them, dealing fire damage, and also enter the binding seal state after. And for her EX special, she will also tether in surrounding enemies, as well as causing a detonation, dealing fire damage and an AoE. Her dodge counter is a standard one, but after landing it, it will bind an enemy and also enter the binding seal state once again. And for her dash attack, it will just deal a small amount of physical damage, meaning it's fucking useless. And for her assist, it is a standard defensive assist that you can follow up with and deal fire damage. And now onto her chain attacks, as she by far has the strongest one in the game now. And upon launching her chain attack, she will cause an explosion dealing AoE fire damage and enter the binding seal state. And for her ultimate, she'll take off her jacket and strip down to show that luscious figure. Oh my god. Dealing a massive amount of fire damage, entering the binding seal state, and gaining 1 burning tether point. And most importantly, she stays naked. But finally to her core skill, Entangle. Upon entering the binding seal state, she will gain 25% crit rate and retain this buff for 10 seconds after leaving it. And if you switch to another agent while she's in her state, she will follow up with an attack as well. And as long as there is one stun or support agent in the team, she will gain a massive boost to her chain attack and ultimate damage respectively. But now that we've gone over abilities, let's go and look at her team, shall we? For Evelyn's teams, she has a lot of options, but it's going to mostly be stunners and supports. So let's go through both of these. For stun agents, the best option is Lighter, as he gives a lot of damage percent, resistance shred, and can allow Evelyn to get 4 chain attacks in 1 stun window. And this would otherwise be impossible without him. So he's going to be the best option if you happen to have him. But I know many players will not have Lighter and are wondering what the next best option is. And that's going to be Caesar, as Caesar's shield will provide comfort, and against aggressive enemies, she can also act as a pseudo stun agent. And the 1000 attack buff and 25% damage taken by enemies is nothing to scoff at. But after Caesar is Shingi. Now yes, Shingi works here, but there is a caveat for her, as she will most likely perform better on a spreadsheet than she does in practice, and this is due to Shingi having to dominate the field time. So Evelyn would only really do her damage and stun, and she is not a burst DPS, so being forced to only be able to do damage and stun can potentially hurt the team's performance in certain fights. But she will still get the job done for Evelyn, and if you have Shingi and have nowhere else to use her, then this is a perfectly fine option. Now the last choice for stun agents is Kaleda. Kaleda actually has really good stun potential, and buff chain attacks as well, so this will make her a solid option for Evelyn. And thanks to my friend Fish for doing the numbers, we can see Kaleda is in a very respectable... Wait, what the fuck, where is the bitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
My name is Jeff.
Moving on to support, it is no secret that Astria will be her best in slot, as she will give the much needed attack buff, damage bonus, crit damage, and the ability to allow Evelyn to use more chain attacks as well with her ultimate. So if you have Astria and can spare her for Evelyn, then try to do so, as it will be an amazing team. But for those who don't have Astra, Nicole will be a great option as she provides defense shred and gives crit rate, and Lucy will also be a solid choice with her attack buff while also dealing good personal damage herself. So you can do any combination of these supports and stun agents and make it work for Evelyn. And you can even run double stun or double support as well, as she only needs one or the other to unlock her additional ability. But I think 1 stun and 1 support will be by far the most popular option for her. And an honorable mention for Ambi if you are a new player and are lacking options right now. A simple Ambi and Nicole or Ambi and Lucy works for now, until you can get more agents. But here's the team sheets that Fish made. You can pause the video to see for yourself. But let's move on to her W engine drive disc now. For her engines, her own signature will be her best in slot, as it will give crit rate as the main stat. In the passive, it will give 50% crit damage while also allowing her chain attack and ultimate to ignore 12% of the enemy's fire damage resistance. But if you're not able to get her signature, then the next best option is going to be pretty much a three-way tie between Zanshin Herb Case, Brimstone, and Riot Suppressor. But looking at A ranks, the two free-to-play options in Starlight Engine and Mercado Desire are pretty equal to each other. So if you need to use one of these, choose Mercado if you're not overcapping on crit rate with it, and if you are, then go for Starlight Engine instead. But once again, here's a sheet provided by Fish. Pause the video to see for yourself. Now for drive disc, many players may think Inferno Metal will be great on her since she is a fire carry.
Well, it's fucking not. It's not. It's trash. It's fucking bad. Look at this shit. Look at it. Oh nigga, no. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad.
So instead, just go for 4-piece Woodpecker, 4-piece Hormone Punk, or even 4-piece Puffer Electro. But if you happen to not have a good 4-piece set, then 3 different 2-piece sets will work for now until you can obtain a 4-piece. Since Evelyn doesn't have a best-in-slot drive disc set tailor-made for her yet, going for the set that is most efficient for your account to farm for will be the best one for you. So make sure you're choosing the one that is most efficient to farm, and it'll get the job done for your Evelyn for now. Evelyn is shaping up to be a top-tier DPS in the game and will most likely be the second overall best DPS in the game upon her arrival. But with her best team, Lighter and Astra, she will be the best DPS in the game against fire-weak enemies specifically. So we have got another powerhouse of a DPS back-to-back now, from Miyabi to now Evelyn. So I'm curious to see how our new burger-loving Ambi will hold up as well. But for everyone going for Evelyn, I wish you all the best of luck, and may you win your 50/50s as well. But don't forget to check me out on Twitter at Ket7th, join the Discord as I do weekly giveaways there, and be sure to subscribe for more Zenless Zone Zero content. And as always, my name is Ket7th, and with that, I'm signing out.